Yeah. Feel most welcome. We always do this every Monday from 7:15 to 8:15. If you join earlier, we are able to connect and share much of what we do. And sometimes we do that also a little bit afterwards, but it depends on the programs that are there. Now, Power Monday has been there. Power Monday is a platform through which we share knowledge, experience, and inspiring stories to help you have a powerful Monday, and you look forward for Monday and you become productive throughout the week. And so it's very fruitful for you to put it in your diary and keep joining every day. And we share different topics, wide range, largely leadership and business and all the other things. So welcome. At this point in time, I'd like to ask, we've developed a tradition of sharing, of starting with a poem. And today we were to have Jeremy to do for us a poem, the starting poem. Jeremy is the one who took us through that tax lecture. Yeah, that presentation on taxes, you and your business, what's required of you in Kenya. Jeremy, are you here? I'm yet to see him. And seems like he's not here. Okay. If he's not in, maybe he'll join later, but he was to join earlier. Maybe he's experiencing a problem. Yes. So there is a poem I love to share. Let me do the one I wrote. If only I know where I'm going, then no one will hold my loin. For in my favor, even the winds will blow. And to achieve it, my ability will grow. So long as I know where I'm going. So long as I know where I'm going.
The speaker of today is Dr. Anuradha Khoda, PhD IS. Anuradha Khoda holds a doctorate in information system. She has been in the field of research capacity building for over 2 decades, having trained researchers from government, academia, health, agriculture, finance, and management sectors in Kenya and Southern Africa. Her area of focus is research methods, scientific communication, graphical data representation, and research grant writing, both in the university setting as well as in augmented learning forums. In 2016, Anuradha spearheaded e-learning at a leading academic institution in Nairobi with a student population of 3,000 and over 200 teaching staff. She transformed the chalk and talk teaching to multimedia-led learning, fully integrated throughout the entire curriculum within the span of 1 year. She founded Nomad Lodges, a co-working hub for entrepreneurs in 2018. It served as a collaborative learning space for the digital nomads. One of its highlights has been the popular weekly after-work seminar or webinar called as Tuesday Boost, where area experts discuss essential entrepreneurial skills. In 2022, she founded Manambi Lodge, which offers an online learning platform with self-paced courses on diverse topics for futuristic MSME leaders and professionals. Some of the areas of focus are professional development, entrepreneurship, effective communication, and personal branding. She was and will always be a teacher at heart. Karibu sana, Dr. Khoda.
Thank you very much, Noel. Welcome, my friend and classmate, Dr. Anu.
Good morning, OPP. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. You are relatively low.
Good morning.
Good
morning.
You are relatively low, Anu.
Better now?
Yes, it's much better.
And I think we can get started from there. Okay, can you still hear me well?
What are you saying, by the way? I don't seem to be getting you clearly.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Let me try again.
I think there is some echo.
Give me just 1 second, and I ask you. You think you can hear me better now?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah.
Take it up. I know you wanted to share. You started sharing. You can go ahead.
Yes.
Welcome all the people joining. Welcome everybody. And feel at home. Welcome, Judy. Happy to see you. Judy Oyoyo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, OPP, you will give me the go ahead.
Just go ahead. We are here for you now.
Okay, right. Morning, everyone. Pleasure to be here. OPP, as he has said, we have known each other for very, very long, and quite a lot in class and after that too. So as for today, we want to talk about personal branding. Last week, I did attend the same talk, and you guys went through personal branding on social media, on all sorts of platforms. So for today, we want to concentrate on LinkedIn. So maybe since people do have their mics on, if somebody can tell me truly, this is the first time I'm talking about LinkedIn, I'm listening about LinkedIn, I have really not interacted with LinkedIn. Just give me 1 or 2 people, truly, if there is anyone. Okay, none.
Yeah. Maybe they can put up their hand or put a chat. You can, if the first time you are interacting with LinkedIn. Yeah.
So looks like we are all on the same page. We are gurus at LinkedIn. So let's just learn from each other.
I can actually interject. My name is Judy Oyuyo Amafili. It's night time for me because I'm in the States. I'm familiar with LinkedIn. It's a professional a job search board and job post board. I've been on it for many years, actually. I think maybe 10 years, maybe 13 years or so. But it's a very good social media platform. Not as interactive as maybe Facebook or WhatsApp, but mainly very, very professional for those who want to get high level jobs, middle management to maybe executive management jobs. But it's a good tool to use. One thing I like about LinkedIn is it gives you a history of, people who are in it. It will tell you like you can put your CV there, resume. You can post a job. You can also do a job search based on your industry of interest. But also what I like about it, it often enough, it gives updates of maybe somebody's anniversary, somebody's trends, and also it gives job recommendations based on your resume. It's very, very professional, I like it, but it gives you the opportunity to interact with executives at different levels of your interest industry.
I would want to now take over. So we are talking about LinkedIn today, and thank you very much for the person who shared some of the key things that she has talked about is that it is a platform where people do go for job search. Yes, I agree. Why? Because it is really a network for professionals. Not only for job search, you could be in a job, you could be trying to see, let's just say job hop. You now want to change your career, either take a trajectory Or you could say that I now want to go ahead with maybe growing vertically. We do have other social media platforms like Facebook. We do have TikTok, people are talking about, Instagram. But I personally say that if it is really career related, if it is creating your voice where professionals can know you, then it has to be LinkedIn. So moving on, what are we going to cover today? Number one, what is personal branding? What is this that we are talking about? We've heard about branding of businesses, goods, services, but why do we really want to know about personal branding? Why do we need to talk about personal branding? And how can we really unleash the powers of personal branding through LinkedIn? So starting with, what exactly is your brand? And this really is nothing new. As you can see, 1997, if I'm allowed to say almost 25 years back, Tom Peters told us, we are all CEOs of our own brand, which means we ourselves must market our personal brand just as vigorously as any other product or service that is belonging to our organization. So that's exactly why we are here. How can we unleash the power of personal branding? With LinkedIn. To start with, there are 4 pillars that I talk about. During personal branding journey, you need to create, sorry, there is someone's mic that is on. During the journey of personal branding, there are 4 pillars that we talk about. Number 1, you need to create a uniqueness about you. Remember, you are the CEO of your own personal brand. So you need to create a unique identity through which you will then have an influence on your audience. The audience would want a trust in what you're saying, in what you're presenting. And it always needs to be relevant to your audience. So these are the 4 pillars on which we base personal branding, specifically through LinkedIn. This is a little exercise that I would want us to conduct. Can you think of 3 unique words that describe just you? And maybe I could ask Otieno Paul Peter to say something about this. Just 3 unique words that describe you, Otieno.
Authenticity or authentic. Yes. Yes, that's one. I believe in being authentic, true to myself. And the other one is I don't know whether
you have to think about it.
But maybe leadership. I don't know whether that's one of those words. Love business and entrepreneurship.
Okay, so this exercise was only really meant to say, you know yourself, but when you come to packaging it, you really need to give it a thought. Saying just 3 uniques about you can really take us some time, some energy. So that means we should always be ready with what is called our elevator's pitch. If I was to talk about some few words about myself, I'll say I'm passionate, very passionate at networking, teaching, training. I am very empathetic towards my customers, clients, audience. Resourceful, yes, because I rely on all the knowledge and experience that God has endowed upon me all these years. And very energetic, yes. I come out now not as a very quiet person. I'm energetic in my interactions. So having seen these 3 or 4 unique words, I can now coin a 15-word unique elevator pitch. So coming again to 15 words, let's see, I'll give you a few examples and I would really love people to write their 15 words elevator pitch in the chat. And at the end of this, we'll read a few. So it begins with I am. I am, we are going to use one of the keywords, the unique words, and then we'll say, what problem do we really solve by the unique trait or characteristic that I bear? So I am a creative problem solver. Or what do I do with it? I focus on delivering results. Someone is raising the hand, OPP.
I said if we have questions, let's just put them because we do not have a lot of time. Let's just put them forward and then we will have them at the end. Otherwise, we will run out of time. And you only have less than 30 minutes now.
Okay. The second one being, I am a strategic thinker. And with that trait, what do? I am dedicated to continuous learning. I can still present one more. I am a results-driven leader, driven by a passion for excellence. So when I am introducing myself, may it be in a face-to-face networking scenario or on LinkedIn, these are the kind of things I can say about myself so that a person gets a holistic understanding of who I am. I'm a confident communicator, inspiring others to action. We've talked about personal branding. We've said that we need to package ourselves. We need to be able to attract the audience attention through the uniqueness that we have. But we also definitely need a plan of action, our brand strategy. So what exactly is it? How do we define our brand strategy? Number one, it is a step-by-step process. Number two, we need to envision our tomorrow and start creating it from today. So we envision now, today, and create our tomorrow. And how do we do this? The end result has to be achieving our goals. So when we are envisioning our tomorrow, we actually are coming up with the goals that we need to achieve at the end of packaging ourselves, at the end of using any sort of method, including LinkedIn, to package and personally brand ourselves. So having said that, what are 3 goals that we can use for brand strategy? One, very important, uniqueness, differentiation. You must think about how you stand different from the crowd. Are you going to be consistent in the way that you have told people, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is the kind of problem I solve for the world? Consistency is a must. And then relevance. I did say it is also one of the pillars. You must be relevant to your audience. Remember, we talked about networking. Why are people going to follow you? Why are people coming to make connections with you on LinkedIn? Only because what you are saying is relevant to them. So following these 3 goals of brand strategy, we can now start packaging ourselves. We did talk at the start, why LinkedIn? I just mentioned a few words here. One is for networking. Secondly, yes, job opportunities. Professional branding, not just branding for goods and services, but you as your CEO. Skill development. LinkedIn also has platform, 1 for LinkedIn Learning. 2, when you start following the audience who share interests that you bear in your niche area, you start developing your skill just by reading their posts, by following their articles, by trying to see which are the events they are going to. You start building your skills. Industry insights. Most of the organizations that conduct research will always post on LinkedIn the snapshots of their report. So if you do want to have industry insights through one platform where you're also building your skills, you're also building network and looking for better job opportunities, then again, it takes us to LinkedIn. Recruiting. People hiring will always go and check whether you are present on LinkedIn or not, how active you are, what exactly is the voice you have created on LinkedIn. And coming to thought leadership. Like I said, what kind of voice have you created? Are you really a thought leader? When I want to talk about personal branding, can I name a few people whom I follow and can I try and learn from them? So those are some of the reasons why we talk about personal branding through LinkedIn. Now, how can we really unleash the entire power of LinkedIn? It does have a lot of tools and most of us do not use all of them. We do use some basic ones. We'll somehow put our photo. And I do say the profile picture needs to be a very professional picture. Whereby the human touch is necessary, we could be holding a pet, but employers, people hiring, people trying to connect with you, want to know you before trying to find out who is your next best. Utilize all the fields that your profile section provides. Update a professional profile picture. And I do say update because some of us are guilty of having opened the account on LinkedIn and carrying on with the same picture even 15 years down the road. And that does not really give, if we have evolved, let our profile also evolve with us. Optimize the banner space. Most of us ignore the banner space, and yet it is a very big wall that we've been given to advertise us, our brand, our goods, our services. Coming to a summary. Sometimes I see summary section is done in a very hurried way. Again, you went, created your account, put in the few words that you got, and they are very, very generic. Can we have an inspiring summary, a story that says you, this is who you are? Coming back to the same, you are your own CEO. You need to package yourself so that people can get to know the real you. In your summary, don't just give your achievements. Or should I really backtrack and say, do not just give the names of your employers, add your achievements. Do not end at your achievements, bring some human factor to that. Tell them what you are, who you are, what you like in your personal sphere. Use keywords, the heading or the header field. It is the best way of somebody looking at you when they're trying to scan your profile for the first time. What kind of keywords define you? And saying again, and I'll still repeat, regularly update your profile. I may not have the best profile, but I do have a screenshot here just to show you these are the spaces that I'm talking about. The banner, the profile picture, and down below the header. The keywords tell anybody coming to check my profile that this is what I would be doing. This is the reason why they should be following me or contacting me. Right. Moving on. Steps. Now, we go to LinkedIn to connect. How do we do it? By posting content. What are the kind of words we are taking there? Number one, identify your target audience. Whom do you want to link up with? Whom do you want to network with? Whom do you really want should be following you? Who are the kind of organizations that you feel, you envision that you'll be working with? Try and see who is your target audience. What is your goal of being there? And who is your audience that you're trying to attract? Beyond that, choose the right kind of content. Is it words? Is it pictures? Are there infographics? Is it an article you're writing? Are you providing industry insights? So all that comes within your brand strategy. Followed by start sharing your expertise. Start sharing and share it regularly. Try and engage with your audience. Engaging with your audience is not just by showing them your expertise. The best way is try and find out within your network, within your area of interest, within your niche, who are the gurus who have been there in the market, in the industry for longer than you have, or who are more active than you. Start following them, post your comments on their profiles. Let people know you understand what they're talking about. Let people know that you also are engaging with what is going on, what they are producing. And after that, you start promoting your content. How do we identify our audience? Number one, you need to really have self-awareness towards what is your niche. Are we talking about, I'm in marketing, right? What kind of marketing? Do you talk about digital marketing? What are the locations that you're marketing? What are the kind of skills you're marketing or the goods that you're marketing? Start connecting with like-minded people, just like a face-to-face networking. We go to a networking event and we start talking to the like-minded people or people who work within our niche area or focus area. Similarly, on the platform, start connecting. Don't just be there as an individual, but start connecting with others in the same focus area. Join groups. I do go to LinkedIn to try and see what people are doing. And when I go to their profiles, not many of them have joined groups. Joining groups are really It's a social community, professional community like the one that we are in now. The reason we are part of this group that Live Your Dreams has created is because we are able to share and connect with like-minded people. So within LinkedIn, we do have an area where you can go and search for groups in your niche area. So start joining them. Through that, you will see very many like-minded people posting there, and they will start helping you build your skill set. Engage, engage, and engage with your audience. How would you become a thought leader? Learn very widely in your niche area, that's for sure. And learning does not really mean going to school. Learning never ends. It's a lifelong process. It's a journey. Beyond that, curate valuable content. Let's not just be consumers. Let's try and produce valuable content. Choose your content formats, like we discussed earlier, and post with consistency. If you really want people to look up to your posts, to start timing when you're posting, then you really have to be consistent. That's how you're going to gain your networks, gain your audience. How shall we engage with our audience? Number one, read and acknowledge their content. And I'll again say, very many of us are guilty of not acknowledging. We read, and you will always go to a post and it says so many views. Beyond that, how many reactions do you really see? I do not know why, but people are very shy of reacting. They will not say like, they will not say share, they will not even post a comment. Remember when I started this journey of personal branding, I was told by one of the experts, by posting a comment on another person's post, it is like dropping a business card. It's literally like you're knocking at their door and say, this is who I am. Because as soon as you have posted your content there, if the other person has got 100 followers, most of them will have seen your comment. And whoever likes your comment will go and check your profile. So always and always drop your business card on other people's posts by acknowledging and commenting. Repost good posts with your thoughts. Again, some of us are in a very big hurry. We read and we quickly click on repost. Yes, it is one good thing done, but why don't we accelerate it by giving our thoughts? Remember, we are there to tell our audience, I am a thought leader. So always try to repost with your thoughts. Share other people's content. It is good practice, and it also assists you in building your network. I've also talked and tried to follow this and seen it really helps, seen success with this. There's a 30-20-10 rule. And the 30 says, show your expertise. Keep on posting, keep on trying to bring which are the events going on, what are the conferences, bring it to your audience. 20 says, engage with the audience. And only 10, now you start elevating about your expertise. So number one, share your expertise. Number two, 20 is engage. And then lastly, start elevating. And elevating is also where you start selling yourself. So do not start selling for the 30, but only the 10 out of the entire range. We have spoken about this, but I shall also want to come up again with the elements, the 7 elements of personal branding. Number one is self-awareness. You do need to ascertain the need. Sorry, it's a water break. You do need to ascertain why you want to package yourself within personal branding. You need to create a professional image, and that's why you have come to this course. That's why we use LinkedIn. We package ourselves, and we want to market our personal brand. Networking. We want to network on LinkedIn. How? Through storytelling. We can't just be bland. We can't be posting bland things about, let's say, industry insight. If you are posting something about industry insight, give a story that relates to you. You could say, when I was at XYZ, this is what I did. Or when I come across such a scenario, this is how I use this kind of insight. So always try and tie your thoughts, tell the story using other content. consistency. Make sure you're very consistent in posting, in engaging, in showing your presence. Otherwise, the audience will forget you. When I had asked about the 3 words that describe you, authenticity came as number 1 from our host. And it is very, very important to be authentic when you are trying to network. Remember learning, continuously improving yourself. Keep on learning, try and follow the gurus, see what they're doing, and from there continuously evolve, and grow. So basically, within personal branding, authenticity is prime. Try and craft your own tone. How do you really like to speak on LinkedIn? And then through authenticity, stick to it. What is the kind of value you are providing to your audience? Are you showing them your expertise? Is your authenticity coming through? Is your authority coming through? What is the kind of voice? Are you telling them I'm an expert at XYZ? Is it really coming through your networking, your posting on LinkedIn? Is your passion in your niche area coming through? So these are the beautiful ribbons we use to package ourselves as personal brand holders. And I would want to come to close by saying, until you spread your wings, you'll have no idea how far you can fly. So try and package yourself, be your own CEO, and the sky is the limit. Over to you, OPP, and I'm ready for any questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, any question, please? I think because of our numbers, it would be prudent to put them down so that we are able to manage them better. Yeah, let's put our questions down. Maybe the first question I would ask is there any specific skill that is required? Yeah, must you be IT savvy? Must you be able to generate content, or whatever? What sort of support would somebody require in order to maximize the potential of this particular platform?
Okay, thank you. I'll try and answer that question. So as far as being IT savvy is concerned, as far as technology is concerned, I will say if one has a smartphone, you're able to connect yourself to the internet and the wider world, then you have the most important skill. If you are communicating with your friends and family through WhatsApp, you're very tech savvy. So if you wanted to post a voice message, you can simply record it on WhatsApp, and that is your content for the day. Maybe you're very busy, some people love to run on the treadmill or walk on the treadmill. Even at that time, you could take your WhatsApp, record your call, record your message for the day, and you'll be able to post it. So the answer is, if you have the need to package yourself, you do not really need any external person to come and assist you for technology. It is a very simple platform, just like Facebook, just as IT.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. People can put their questions on chat. Now, let me ask you, when you talk of consistency, is there a recommended frequency? For example, every day or every hour or every week? Is there a recommended frequency? Because I think that is part of what could be a challenge to a good number of people. Should I be on social media throughout? And more so if you are starting up, you may not have, and hiring social media managers isn't cheap, isn't something that is within reach for many startups. How often should somebody post?
Okay, a very good question. 2 questions in one, really. Should I be doing it on my own, or should I really hire experts to handle my social media, including LinkedIn? To start, really, you do not need to hire anyone. Yes, as a startup, you are the one person who is handling everything, so you probably would think of getting some help. But as a startup, you are trying to create your own voice, your tone. It is very necessary you create it on your own. How often should I do it? It is simply like saying, when you're trying to market goods and services, how often can you go to the same customer, the same client? You cannot really do it every hour. Within the 7 days, LinkedIn being a professional environment, it is preferred that we utilize its resources between Monday and Friday. So if you take 5 days of a week and you can post at least 3 times a week, I think it is recommended. The rest of the days do not disappear from the platform. Try and follow your audience. Try and follow the experts that you are networking with. Comment, just post 1 or 2 comments on certain posts so that the platform, your audience, your network knows you are still there. That is what I would want to say.
Okay. Yes. Now, maybe another question. You know, there is I think there is always a challenge with developing content. Many people would love to post maybe, but now they don't know what to post, and that's why I think in other social platforms and perhaps even LinkedIn, I see it a few times. People would just post photos of them posting somewhere, whatever. Is there recommended content, or is there a way people can generate content? What would you say about content?
Okay, so let me also package myself here by saying Manavi Lounge has been founded to really assist you as a learning partner. So we have professional development courses, we have entrepreneurship courses. We also do come in to assist you in creating your voice as online courses. Personal branding is also one of them. So if you wanted us to assist you, we have courses. We will take you through, we will handhold you for the first few weeks, and after that you can take off. But at the same time, if you did not want to take any course for now, what I have to say is the kind of content you are reading, can we just start by engaging with our audience and learn from them? What is the kind of content they are creating? We can start by just 1 or 2 statements. From there, it will become 1 paragraph, followed by, it could even go all the way into an article. So it really is a journey. Start by posting, and also like Otieno said, do not start posting your personal pictures. We have a lot of other social media platforms. Here you really are trying to network with people in your focus area. You're trying to be a thought leader, whereby you can post, remember the 30-20-10 rule? The 10 could be your personal interaction with your pets, with your family, trying to celebrate a birthday. But even from there, if possible, try and bring a learning for your audience. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, now any other question, any other person with a question, you can raise up your hand, and then or a comment at this particular time. We have a few minutes left.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I can see there is a question in the chat session from Masibet. What skills set you apart, or are people mostly looking for and should appear on? I think she meant, what are people looking mostly for and should appear on your profile? I don't know whether that is understandable.
Okay, I'll try and understand and answer it. So basically, the skills really depend on what is the kind of expert you're trying to become. If I want to follow you, am I looking for somebody who is teaching me Excel? Am I following somebody who is talking about leadership? And if I'm talking about leadership and those are the people I'm following, then the skill set really has to match my area of focus. If it is a job I am looking for, what is the organization, or what are the types of organizations I envision myself working with, then that's the skill set that I am going to showcase.
Okay, somebody else wants to know, it's Dr. Eda, please clarify the 30-20-10.
Okay, so when posting, we should not only present ourselves as desperate people who are marketing ourselves. So 30% share knowledge with your audience. 20 times, let's put it as 3 to 1. So 3 posts of yours to really share expertise. Two times interact with LinkedIn platform when you are engaging with your audience. And once you can now start talking about your personal day, personal activities, what you really enjoy as a person. So 3, 2, 1, that is what I mean by 30, 20, 10.
Okay, thank you. Another one from Owinyo, yeah, somebody. What kind of tone should you use? Should it be professional all the time, or can you mix with a bit of fun?
For sure, you can mix it with fun because you need to give it a human interaction, but it cannot really be as toned down as on IG, where you can probably have a shot where you are dancing away. So yes, make your audience happy, let them know what you're doing away from studying, learning, and just be a thought leader, but take it again as a 10%. Let there always be some learning coming out from your posts. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Another one here from Princess. Do I need to have a separate account, one for myself and another one for my business?
Right. So for the business, generally it is a LinkedIn page. Every page needs an admin. So number one step is you creating your account, start building your audience, and then you can be an admin of the page that you create for your business. You can be posting on your page. You can be posting as an individual and bringing people, linking them back to your page. So yes, you need to have the two, but starting point is trying to have your own account and showing your expertise through your personal account.
All right, there is one hand up before we go to the next question. Maybe I can read the question, then we get to hear from the Shina whose hand is up. It's from Monica. She says, thank you for this great session. What is the future of LinkedIn? Are we going to pay to access it? Please talk about premium package.
Okay, so what I can say is that would also be a question that I would have, because platforms like, I think most of the people on today's forum would have interacted with ChatGPT, which is an AI platform where we type in questions and we get a lot of answers, absolutely free of charge. From last week, I've been noticing a very subtle way where they're saying, go to a premium user, start paying. So you never know, those are now the goal strategies of the organization. There is also a paid version. If you want to be a recruiter, even currently on LinkedIn, you need to belong to the premium membership. At the same time, free membership avails you a lot of tools, and you can still carry on till the time you feel there is necessity for you to now become a premium member. So those are the two different subscriptions that you have, and that's what I can say.
All right, thank you. We can hear from Shina, whose hand is up, please.
Okay, I had shared a question in the chat, but I think it wasn't addressed or it got lost with the other messages. I was basically asking, Anuradha mentioned groups. So I wanted to find out more about how does one go about joining groups if you're just starting out with using LinkedIn and you don't have the network yet?
Okay, so joining groups is actually creating your networks. So in the search section, you can, for example, your group would be, maybe I want to learn music. You can literally go and search for that and find various groups. If you wanted to know about personal branding itself, you'll find various groups. If you want to know about digital marketing, you'll get a lot of groups. Start joining them. From then, you will now start interacting with people who are on the group and start building your audience, because building your audience really means letting people know I am here. So if you're just starting, that is the best way. That is how you will know where are the people who really share your interest. Tina, have I really answered your question? Okay, Antonio, over to you.
Yes, there is another one here, and we are reminded that if you're not on the WhatsApp platform, kindly you can email powermonday@liveyourdream.co.ke with your phone number. Kindly, you can also email, text us your phone number at the chat session so that you can be added to the WhatsApp group. The next one is from Caroline, and she thanks you for the great presentation. My question is, how do you share your expertise? Is it by creating content only, or there are other ways one can do it?
Okay. So remember, I did say there are various ways. One, sharing your content, meaning curate your own content. Let people know your knowledge, your expertise, your voice, your tone. Start following people who are talking about similar things. If it is about digital marketing, what are the other people talking about digital marketing? What have they posted? Start putting your thoughts on it, your views, your ideas. It's just like having a discussion. If you do take part in the discussion, the other person can know what is your area of interest, what is your expertise. And with that, others will start following you. There could be 3 other starters who are also looking for answers like your question. When they see you have posted something, they will now start following you to try and see what is it that you're posting on a Wednesday? What is it that you're going to post next week so that they can try and learn from you? So that is the answer.
Right, OPP.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Antonia. If you get some time, you can put the telephone numbers that can be they can chat on WhatsApp to be shared the link with. Not getting that opportunity, but through that email address, we can get the details if people just send an email to powermonday@liveyourdream.co.ke. Now, we have 4 minutes left. Anybody with a comment, burning comment before we go to vote of thanks? Yes, anybody with some burning comment before vote of thanks? So there is none.
Maybe I can just say if there's no question, probably just to add, people do have question about content. So I would say, let's try starting with text. Start including, as we progress, start including some pictures. Audience love to see infographics. So infographics are a mix of text and images. When you become bold enough, start creating slides. A slideshow can also be posted, followed by longer articles. I will also recommend the use of Canva as a free member, a free subscriber. You can go with your thoughts, create a small little card, the size and the sizes of the post are also within Canva, CANVA. And I think Antonio has noted it down, so she can also post it on the WhatsApp group. So let's try to build our journey slowly, starting with content all the way going up to infographics and slides. Thank you, OPP.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to unmute somebody so that she can give a comment. Somebody, Judy, could you raise up your hand so that I can see you in this crowd? See, I'm trying to look for you. Okay, there.
Thank you. I was trying to. It wasn't letting me raise my hand. This has been a good session. I want to say when I started posting on LinkedIn, actually I started off with Facebook first, because Facebook is very interactive and it allows more, in my opinion, for more visual content like videos, photos. I use Facebook a lot for ministry because I'm an evangelist, but also for business because I'm a businesswoman, and also, you know, inspirational content. So when I started off with LinkedIn, I want to say maybe 13 years ago, in 2010, I gave my a journey. I started off by giving an intro of my journey of the ministry that God had me do in Kenya. And with that, I was able to use key buzzwords, because anybody looking for somebody in nonprofit, my name would come up. So I've gotten a lot of hits that way, but also I've gotten a lot of people who are interested in partnering with me in nonprofit work. So it's good that when you put your profile, even as you do events or whatever you're doing, you gather content, and you can get photographs, you can get videos, you can obviously get written material as well. And these bars sentences that somebody's looking for, it will be a catch. It will be intriguing for them to, when they see your profile, they find it catchy. But photos definitely, still professional photos. When I mean professional, I mean like of events, not photos of you clubbing or at a restaurant, but I mean in relevant to your profile, matching your profile. I think that's good to go to and to kind of do when you want to add content. And then you look for people who have likeness to what you're looking for. And what is your purpose in being in at LinkedIn? So you find in, and also interestingly, many times when you're looking for a job, even if you're not, a lot of the employers will actually look you up on LinkedIn. They look at your LinkedIn profile, and LinkedIn does a good thing where they will send you a summary, a weekly summary of maybe how many views you had from potential employers, and it will tell you. So it's good for you to also make your content and your profile as clean as possible, as interactive as possible, because they're looking at you, they're checking you out. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judy. Yes, Judy is speaking from experience and has a story to tell. I know we'll hear you someday more. We can go to vote of thanks because we are 1 minute late past the hour. We can go to vote of thanks from Nancy Mora. She's now settled. After that, we can do the next thing. Nancy?
Okay, good morning, good morning. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining in. Dr. Thank you so much for the session. We say that learning never stops. It is a continuous process until you want to get old. That is when you want to stop learning. Allow me to conclude it off with a poem about my brand, because basically we were talking about building my brand. So it is a short one. What is my brand? What is your brand? How is it bound? To which extent does it band? Where could it be found? As strong as a sling, in your mouth it can sing. You can call it a musical ping. Can it be a generational cling? Does it regenerate a king? Is it in my consension? Does it uphold your vision? Does it elevate your mission? Does it portray your passion? Or is it openly just a confession? Could it be adverse? Let us converse. Is it continuously consistent? Does it show your intent? Make it your brand and spread your wings. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a beautiful week. Make your brand out there. And thank you very much. See you on Monday.
Thank you for thanking us. Now, Nani, Antonia, could you speak about meet and greet?